What's up guys, Brunsnick's back, and today we're going to talk about something that's very popular in a lot of sports, the pre-shot routine. Now this covers from bowling to tennis to baseball to all sorts of sports out there, and I'm going to talk about bowling and how you can apply a pre-shot routine to better help your mental game and better help with more strikes and success on the lanes. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what the pre-shot routine is all about. What went wrong? What didn't I do there? Sometimes you see that in league almost every week that you guys bowl. Someone walks up, they grab their ball, go. You gotta have a pre-shot routine. What does that mean? Is that just wiping your towel off and putting some rosin on? Not always. It's a study, right? So, pre-shot routine, I'm a proponent of saying that you need to do all your thinking, all your mental approach to the next shot before you even get up on the approach. So, that last shot, I threw it out the window. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, what adjustments am I gonna make? How am I gonna commit to the next shot? And of course, what adjustment am I gonna make with my feet? So, just based on that, I'm gonna take a little more time on the next shot and make the next shot. Here we go. So the first tip I'm going to say whenever you're doing a pre-shot routine is be consistent. You're going to see the pros do this all the time. From the time that their ball comes back, they're already thinking. From the time they're walking back, they're already thinking. So for me, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to wipe off my ball. I'm going to make sure I'm doing all that, make sure the ball's clean. That's the first step of my pre-shot routine. Then I'm going to add some powder to my fingers. And then I'm going to start thinking about it. While I'm waiting on the approach, maybe it's not my turn to go. You know, I got someone left me, right, whatever. It's got a bowl. That whole time I'm thinking about the next shot. So the next time I'm on this lane, and it's my next shot, I thought about what I did there before I even get up on the approach. Because the last thing you want to be is a statue. When you're getting set up, don't be the Statue of Liberty while you're up there. Don't spend 10, 15 seconds after you've already put your hand on the ball to throw your shot. Do all your thinking back here, get up here, and let your muscle memory take over. So it's very important to have consistency from the time you grab your ball to the time you get up on the approach. So I liked everything I did there. I'm thinking about tempo, speed. The lanes are a little bit oily. It's a shorter pattern, but there's a lot of volume. I got to get the ball to the outside. So that's what I'm thinking in my head right there. The ball's clean, got the powder on my hand. Now it's my turn to bowl. I'm getting up there. I'm going to get my feet set. I'm going to focus in on a target. I'm going to make sure my hand's in the ball the same way every time. I'm going to work it in and out, get it set, and then I'm going to go. Now if I just grab my ball and go, I'm going to have a lot worse results. And we don't want that. Pre-shot routine is built into your mental toughness. You often see some people bowl and you're like, man, how are they so consistent week to week? Are they just gifted? Are they naturally talented? Well, yes, of course, but it also takes work to have that kind of talent. If you work on your pre-shot routine and do it the same. Now, you can watch my old videos and go back, and even though I'm doing videos and reviews, I still have a pre-shot routine built in. I'm going to wipe off my ball. I'm going to get some rosin on my thumb. I'm going to get set. I'm going to think about the last shot, and I'm going to go. So that last one was great. Now I'm focused on just repeating the motion. This is now an exercise once you get dialed in. Uh-oh, it's a little wider. Got away with it. That purple hammer, I tell you. So it's very easy when you're in the zone, right? So that's the other thing. when you start struggling, when you're on the struggle bus, it's very easy to just fast track your next shot, right? You've all been there. I've been there. You're like, oh, I'm out of the tournament. I don't care. I'm not going to work on anything. I'm not going to learn anything the rest of the day. That's probably the worst thing you can do, and it's going to hurt you in the long run on your mental game and your overall success. There's always something to be learned from failure. They say that experience is the best teacher, but also the most expensive. So you're there bowling the tournament, you're bowling bad, okay, it happens, but learn something. Work on something else. You know, it's always important. So getting back on the subject of pre-shot routine, okay? And it all starts from being in the set tee area, right? So it's not your turn to bowl. What do? Are you a person that likes to stand and walk around, or are you social? Do you like to sit in your same spot? I like to sit in my same chair, or if I'm standing, I like to stand up and just drink a little bit of water and just kind of pace a little bit back and forth just to stay loose. You know, if you see me sitting, I'm definitely in the zone. All right, feet set, hand on the ball, focus on target, get my hand set, work on tempo. Get up, ball. Okay, we missed a shot there. So right now, wheels are spinning. What did I do wrong? What felt different on that last shot? So this all starts the next pre-shot routine, right? Obviously, you can't strike every shot, so you have to go through the process of elimination. All right, it's very apparent sometimes when you make a bad shot. Right there, I kind of missed it off my hand. I didn't quite catch it all. I didn't have the amount of rev rate or the axis rotation. Ball didn't hook as much. I pick up my spare, I move on. So next time I'm on that lane, am I going to make an adjustment off of a bad shot? No, absolutely not. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Never make an adjustment off of a bad shot. You know, you got to be in tune with kind of what you're doing and what feels right. Now right there, like I said, I didn't throw it good. I missed it off my hand. So I'm not going to change anything other than my focus is going to be on, okay, let's make a better shot. Let's catch it all at the bottom, and let's go for it. So I'm going to stand in the same spot. I'm going to get my feet set. I'm really going to make sure I catch it at the bottom. Okay. Once again, wheels are turning. Okay, I left a 10 pin. Did I do everything correct? Was that just a bad break? Might have been just a touch firm, but overall, good adjustment and a better change. I'm gonna pick up my spare, I'm gonna move on. Now, the last thing I'm gonna talk about is your pre-shot routine has to stay the same on your spares. You should be taking the same amount of time shooting your lonely little 7 pin, your lonely little 10 pin, as you do your strikes. They're just as important, especially in a long form tournament. How many times do you see that? You leave a 10 pin, gosh, 10 pin, I'm just gonna grab my ball, I'm gonna get up there, whatever, didn't strike, I'm gonna just throw it. So even on spares, it's very important to go through the exact same motions. Your pre-shot routine should never change from shot to shot. So I'm gonna get my feet set. I'm gonna get my hand in the ball. I'm gonna target. And I'm gonna pick up the stubborn 10 pin. It's all about even keel. The guys that bowl tournaments, the ones they say, oh man, that guy is ice cold, that girl's ice cold. There's a reason, because they don't do this with their mental game. And that all starts with doing the same thing every time. A lot of sports, bowling, golf, it's all about repetition. Repetition, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting the same results. That is not the definition of insanity. I'll throw a couple more shots here. So once again, before it's even your turn in your set tee area, when you're waiting on your turn and you gotta think about what I'm gonna do in the next shot and you gotta commit to it. And that starts before you even get on the lane. If you get on the lane, you set your feet and you go, and now you start thinking about what I need to do and what adjustment I'm gonna make, you're behind the curve. And you're also gonna slow up the pace of play. Big pet peeve. So don't be a Statue of Liberty up there. That's way out there. Go. Come on. All right. So I'm definitely testing the limits there. I'm in the right zone. It's just coming down to execution and all that, but I'm not gonna get frazzled. I'm not gonna let a few bad breaks mess up my pre-shot routine or my mental stability throughout the block. And granted, there's gonna be days you fry out, and that's okay. I guess, just don't break anything, don't hurt anybody, and don't disrespect the center you're at. But those are my tips on pre-shot routine and why it's important to have a successful league, tournament, whatever. Drop a comment if you thought of something or you think there's something I missed. Till then, please subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.